Yo, what's up guys, it's me Mashi, and today we're going to be ranking a bunch of albums from 2022. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this daily uploading up for, but I'm going to try, okay? You guys miss it, I made a video about the new Yeet album yesterday and when it's going to come out. You guys can click the info card in the top right if you want to watch that. Anyways, let's get into the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's go! Okay, now obviously I have not heard every single album on here. I don't even think I've heard half of them. I probably will not be a billion on here, okay, but I think I've heard at least maybe 15-20% or some shit, so let's get into it. Okay, Dawn FM, this is a classic. I don't care, guys, it's actually a 10 out of 10 album. Okay, sure, the rollout was not too crazy, but the album, every song, it's just a banger. Okay, Ghana's album was pretty good. I'll give it a 6. I mean, it could have been like a 7 or 8 back in the time, because back then there was all the hype for Pusha T and shit, but nowadays it's kind of a 6, but it's still good, you know. Capricorn, I'm also going to give a 6. I did like the project, but I feel like there could have been more to it. Also thought there was too many interludes. I don't know if it's just me, but if there's too many interludes in an album, I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay, the Corday album I didn't listen to, honestly, but let me know in the comments how you guys found this album. This Big Baby Gucci album was pretty good. I'll give it like a 7, I guess. I'm moving that up. I just have to. L Sweatshirt's album was pretty good too. I think I'd give it a 7. I'm not a die-hard L Sweatshirt fan. Okay, we got the Ian Dior's album here. This was one of the most disappointing albums of the year. Okay, the 2 Chainz album, I was not a huge fan of this either. I'm gonna give it like a 5 though. It was at least a bit tolerable. I don't know though. I'm not a huge fan of 2 Chainz, to be honest. Yeat's 2 Alive. Okay, you guys know that I'm a huge fan of Yeat, okay, but if we're gonna be honest about this project, it's probably around a 7 out of 10, okay? I do feel like the first half is pretty goated, but after that it kind of falls off a bit. It picks up near the end with Still Counting and Spooktober, but it's a decent album. It could be better, and that's why I'm hoping Life is going to be just like a masterpiece. I know people will get mad at me, but I still have not listened to the Sabbath album. It's not album I was not a huge fan of, okay? I'm going to give it like a 4 out of 10. Donna 2, yeah guys, get mad at me, okay, but this album still goes hard even though it's unfinished. Black Country New Word, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. It's gonna be the first controversial take, I think. The hugely controversial take. Everyone says it's a 10 out of 10. I don't know, guys. I listened to it once. It didn't really click for me. Okay, here we got the Babytron album. I don't think I listened to all of it. From what I heard, it was pretty decent. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, honestly. Okay, this Rex Orange Country. I think it's Rex Orange Country or County. I get fucking confused. It's an 8 out of 10, guys. This album is pretty sick. Lil Durk album, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. He honestly kind of surprised me with this, because usually when I listen to Lil Durk, I'm not a huge fan. Crash by Charlie XCX, that's also gonna go in 8 out of 10 here. That was a really solid pop album. Denzel Curry, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. A really solid rap album. He really is just talking about shit in this album. Moto Mami, I think that's how you pronounce it. This album was pretty good. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I feel like it could have been better. That was my first time listening to Rosalia though, so I don't know. Now I've got Crest by Bladee and Echo 2K. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10, okay? It's just a classic, okay? You can't deny it was a classic, okay? Stop denying it. It's classic. It's top 3 in Blade's discography. It's fire. I Know Nigo, this album was pretty decent, honestly. It was pretty decent. Nothing more than a 6 out of 10, but like, it was kind of decent to be honest. 2 Alive Geek Pack, so I'm guessing it's just gonna be the Geek Pack tracks. The Geek Pack was maybe better than 2 Alive. I don't know. It's like there are some bangers on there like Big Tonka, but like I don't know if it was better than the original 2 Alive. This Jay's album, whatever you pronounce his name as, it was pretty decent. Sadly, he's kind of fell off now though. Vivio Foreign album, sorry. I was not a huge fan, honestly. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I still liked it. I don't know. I was expecting more from his verse on Off the Grid. Ramona Park Broke My Heart by Vince Staples. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I know I'm giving a lot of albums 7 out of 10, okay, but like to be 8, 9, or 10 out of 10, you gotta be like really good. We got the Young Lean album here, Stardust, and when I first listened, it was like 4 out of 10. Now I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10, okay. I'm not even a Young Lean hater, okay. I just didn't think the album was that good. Okay, right here we've got Pusha T's It's Almost Dry, and this was a solid ass album. Let's go in the top of 9. Actually no, Denzel's was better. It's still a very solid album. Definitely one of the highlights of the year. I still revisit this album from time to time. Banger, you can't go wrong with Pusha T, okay. We got Future's I Never Liked You here, and I'm gonna put this in 8 out of 10 here. Okay, Mr. Morale, this is the big one, guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in 9 out of 10, okay. I don't think it's on the same level as Dawn FM or Crest, because they're just like very thematic kind of album, but I do love the writing on Kendrick's album, and everything he talked about, I thought in terms of writing, Kendrick definitely wins the whole year. Okay, now we got the Jack Harlow album, and yeah, it was not too good, honestly. I think I would rather listen to it though over the Snot album, and I know people will maybe get mad at me for that. We got Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny, and this is gonna go in 8 out of 10. In fact, it would be in 10 out of 10 if he just got rid of the couple tracks that were not as good. This album has bangers upon bangers. Moscow Mule, Despo de Playa, so many bangers. I'm probably not even saying the track names right. Okay, it's just a fire album. Okay, definitely listen if you like reggaeton, Spanish kind of music. I don't know. Okay, we got this album from I don't know, IDK. I'm not quite sure. I thought it was pretty decent. I'm gonna give it a 6. Just a regular album, you know. You can't really go too crazy with it. Harry's House. I'm gonna give an 8 out of 10. Honestly, Harry Styles surprised me with this record. Honestly, never mind. I know people are gonna get mad at me for this. Okay, it's going in 8 out of 10. Okay, and I know people will get mad at me. I don't care. This album was great. I loved it on the first listen. Well, I liked it on the first listen. Just the more you listen to it, guys, I swear, especially if you're from the UK, you will like this album, okay? Because over here in the UK, we got all this dance, house music, okay? And yeah, it's fire, okay? We got the Post Malone album here, and I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I was a bit harsh when I first listened to it. It was pretty 4 or 5. But I'm gonna give it a 6 right now. I like a couple songs on there. We got the Lupe Fiasco album here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give that a 7 out of 10. This was my first time listening to Lupe Fiasco. I did hear him when I listened to Late Registration, but I never checked out any of his work, so I checked this out, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. We got the Rammstein album here. I'm not a huge metal kind of person. This is even metal. I mean, it's like metal, but like not like I thought it was alright. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, right here we got the Cochise album, Cochise. I don't know how you say his name. I thought this was a pretty decent album. It could almost be an 8 out of 10, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in 7 out of 10 here. We got Calvin Harris, Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2. I thought this album was pretty good. It could almost be an 8 out of 10, but like, it just lacked a bit of originality, but it was still a bunch of vibes. You know? We got the Black Midi album here, Hellfire, I think it was called. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 7 out of 10. I would give it an 8 out of 10 if I actually liked the vocals, but the instrumentals, they're like 10. They're like 10 out of 10. Okay, we got Steve Lacy Gemini Rights here, and this is going to go in 8 out of 10 here. Really solid album. I love a lot of songs on here. Bad Habit, there's Mercury. I can't think of any more right now because my brain is dead. Anyways, bunch of good songs in there, I swear. Sunshine. Okay, what was this? Beyonce Renaissance. I was not a huge fan. I thought it was gonna be a lot better. We got the Young Nudie album here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this, I just listened to this very recently actually. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 7.5 around there. I think it's really good. There is one track where the instrumental was just kind of ruined by this spacey kind of sound. I don't know what it is, but like it just kind of ruined the track for me. And if that was not in the album, it would probably be 8 out of 10. Okay, I think we're almost done with all the stuff that I've heard then. We got Ken Carson's X album here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in 8. I know all you guys are gonna get triggered because I'm putting this over fucking Lupe Fiasco, Vince Staples, Black Midi, okay? But I don't know, okay? This is just my opinion, okay? And as for the Destroy Lonely album here, I'm also gonna put this in. I'm gonna be putting this in very high 7, okay? It's not quite an 8 out of 10 album because I feel like there are a couple of tracks that I just skip every time. It's almost 8, okay? And just letting you guys know, all of these are not in order. Okay, I'm trying to look if there's any more I've heard here. Oh, okay, I found one last one. Young Boy album. This thing was like 5 out of 10, honestly. I had some good tracks in the beginning, but it just kind of fell off. Anyways, guys, this is my official 2022 album tier list, okay? Let me know if there's any albums down here. There's a billion, okay, that I haven't heard. Let me know what you'd rate those, and if I forgot any, and like, if I'm just an idiot, and anything, just tell me in the comments, okay? Anyways, guys, that's my tier list, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Make sure to click the annotation, and you can watch me talk about the new Yeet album. And I'm gonna try and make more videos surrounding Yeet, Opium, hip-hop, anything happening music-wise. Maybe some album reviews, you know, something like Needle Drop. Anyways, see you guys next video. Goodbye.